merit and energy transmission and transmutation. Yeah, the transmission is effected in a variety of ways. It comes through sound, through light, through intention, from point A to point B, as in here, through music. But the transmutation, that's a personal operation. Transmutation is something you do via your intention. When the energies are rising up within you in a variety of ways, emotionally, intellectually, idealistically, imaginatively, you can change those energies via your intention, with a thought, with an idea. This is the inner alchemy. Harmonizing the male and female energies, the so-called male and female energies, because we're all products of the same force. And that force is androgynous, isn't it? We call it goddess because she's force. We call it God because it's source. But actually it's just an androgyny. And our physiology aside, so are we. Hence we have access to the same energy. So shout out. Be happy to give you a message and show you what the energies of the cards are and how to use those in your daily life. We're not doing Oracle today, just Tarot. Let it resound, reverberate. Feel it rise up inside of you. That's the energy. Sometimes it's connected to belief too. Veronica Wells. Yeah, sometimes it's belief. And you create that. Do you believe that this hand can transmit energy? Through the cyberspace. Via my intention to Veronica. Yeah. Where do you feel the shiver? A message for Veronica. Yeah. Strong belief. Sure. And when the belief is there, we want to trust it too. When the mind comes in to analyze this and that, sometimes it can cause a great interference, especially when it's not based in knowledge but based in imagination. Yeah, we want to be clear, precise in the way we use our minds. When that particular energy is rising up on the left side of me, I want to bring it to the center. This is the transmutation. This is the inner alchemy. How do I take that energy and intentionally bring it into my heart? That you be clear. That the swords create no interference. Veronica. Hey, Rhonda. From New Zealand. Wow, isn't that an energized island? That hookah. That dance. Your Indians have some big power, don't they? For Rhonda. Yeah. How to be one with the source of her. Yeah, that wellspring of power. It's a good idea. If she's a native, then she should be connected to that. Absolutely. Yeah. This is the Emperor. Very, very powerful figure. The Emperor rides the path of knowledge from the heart up into the seat of wisdom. Calls it intentionally. The wisdom is the source of love, actually. Wisdom and love are practically identical because the Lord emanated this creation knowingly, willfully, out of a great sense of love. So what do we want? She knows herself to be powerful. Acha. Okay. And the rainbow it is. Yeah, let you receive the blessings of the entire universe and know how to put that wisdom to good use, to good service for your community, for your family, and for your own self, that you rise in your spiritual evolution and go towards that proverbial enlightenment. Yeah, let you know where you came from and be able to use all of that in co-creation. Rhonda, I hope this means something to you. Hi, Ashley. I'll give you a reading. Colleen, here you are. Yes, you may. You are absolutely first, my dear. Kanji Zaibo Sagyojin Anyahara Mitaji Shokengo Onkai Kudo Issai Kuyakushari Shi. The Heart Sutra. It hums and wakes up to the idea of original essence, our essential nature. It hums, the heart chakra opens, and we are enabled to serve our better interests, serve the community's best interests. Yeah, let's see what the cards say. Colleen. Show her. That's right. The Queen of Cups, Colleen. The Queen of Cups, via intuitive understanding, serves up to you all that you need as far as how to deliver, how to create your path in alignment with your particular vision of joy. And it is your particular vision of joy that is going to ultimately establish your destiny. Accept. When it downloads, you accept, you receive. It's cliche, but all of the answers are right there within you, so you call for it. This is the transmutation. The transmission may come from an external source, but the transmutation is always handled inside. Yeah, you collect the energies. You bring down from on high, whether it's from the seat of wisdom or from the seat of intuitive understanding. You bring it down, bring it into your heart, be centered with it, be calm with it, look at it, establish your idea, choose which direction you're going to move and manifest your creation in. You are free. I hope this means something to you, Colleen. You're welcome, Veronica. Hi, Patricia. Hey, Marilyn. Ah, absolutely. Marilyn. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Jema. Yeah, let you receive every blessing of the eternal Marilyn. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. The white coral for protection, for purification. Let you be empty, just a vessel, surrendered to Most High. For Marilyn. Ah, another queen. Very nice. The Queen of Swords, Marilyn, as opposed to the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords is going to apply her intellect. She's a severe mama. She's stern, sometimes merciless, sometimes very, very passionate, and she can cause some issues. But she has a swift, deadly sword to cut through the duality, to cut through that bullshit. She sees both sides of the coin very, very well. She cuts through it, cuts through every issue. She knows her choices. Trust your mind. It's your tool. You are not that mind. You are the soul rider at the center of this body-mind mechanism. This is the transmutation. You don't get lost in when your mind is going hither and thither, you rein in those horses, those senses of yours, right? These senses, the 5, the 6, the 7, 8 senses, all of these senses are ours. They're our tools to play with. You use them for your conscious evolution. Put them into any direction that you want to put them. Om Namo Shivaya. Hey, Jackie Diane. Om Namo Shivaya. Anna Maria Caruso. Om Namo Shivaya. 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 Anna Maria Caruso. The orange carnelian for stability, vitality. Om Namo Shivaya. Anna Maria Caruso. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. The King of Cups, once again. No, these have been the queens, now with the king. The King of Cups, Anna Maria Caruso. The seat of experiential wisdom and the original source of wisdom that flows down into our creation. The transmutation means intentionally accessing your inner powers, your essential nature, reaching up high through meditation, through a decision that you make to contact, to reach out your senses into the Akasha and commune with the nature that bore you, because we're all of the same source. We're all held together with the same force. We are verily that force that created us. So how do we access that? And how do we transmute any of these energies that flow through us? What are these energies? We don't want to go into woo-woo, but we want to understand exactly what these energies are. They're energies of the body, they're energies of the mind, they're energies of the creation that created us. All of these energies can be operated with to create our destinies in alignment with our particular visions of joy. The question is, what is your vision of joy? And now, do we have the skills to go forth and create that? Do we have the wisdom? How do we get that knowledge that is vital to our understanding? Vitality. Let it be yours, and let you be able to work with that. I hope this means something to you, Anna Maria Caruso. Farah Nicole Rosario. Farah Nicole Rosario. My pleasure. Very good. So we're working with the kings now. And this is as it should be, because we're doing energy today. And energy is verily found with the kings and the queens. Here, on either temple. The temple of my soul. This is from where I operate. Yes, we can say we operate from the heart center. We can say we operate from the crown. When she is risen, when Kundalini has risen up, and descended once again to meet and be harmonious in the heart, we are enabled to serve. We're enabled to serve ourselves, our family, our communities, the world at large. And doesn't the world need a little bit of support right now? Okay, but we first. In the Supernal Triad, where the king and the queen meet, the third eye is ignited. They're balanced with intuitive understanding, and balanced with the source of wisdom, which is sourced in love, big love. The King of Swords, he cuts through the duality with wisdom, with a sure knowing, really, really knowing. It's based in knowledge, and that knowledge is within our essential nature. So when we look outside and we feel a contradiction, when we feel a gut punch and we know something is right or not right, there is a knowing. All right, now how do we access that? How do we transmute that energy of doubt, that energy of lower self-identification into a higher self-identification? We have to get quiet. We have to get quiet and go inside and be inside silently. Seek out that space between the thoughts, because the thoughts just fly and fly and fly. Peace. And when you jump into the void and experience the silence, suddenly you are flooded with knowledge. And the problem is you might not be able to bring that back into 3D. And here's where the practices, the yogic practices, the tantric practices, the alchemical practices, all of the practices of the spiritual path come here, because sometimes we just can't bring it back from the akasha into the 3D to practically apply it to our paths. This is where the learning comes in. You're free to reach out to me and I'll talk to you about that anytime you want. But the King of Swords is talking about reaching out into the akasha and bringing back that knowledge which we can all access. One more. Yeah. The hematite. The hematite for male and female harmony. Bringing them into the center. Let that be your gift today, Ms. Rosario. Absolutely, Sarah Cumberland. Yeah, what's the message? She's full of love, Mama. Yeah, full of love. A blessing from you, for sure. The malachite stone. Yeah. Let love be the word. Love on your house, Sarah. Love be the source of all of your actions and operations. The Nine of Discs. The Nine of Discs. Gotcha, the King of Swords. You are taking the steps to open the channel between surface and subconscious. You are taking the steps forward to open up your world to receive. And the divine has heard that. And all blessings are going to be rained down on your house in the form of a great gain. That gain will be physical, that gain will be in every dimension, in every element. This is the message of the Nine of Discs. And let this blessing hand affirm that. Feel that. And when you feel that rising through the lower chakras, you intentionally bring that feeling up into your heart via your own intention. This is the transmutation of the energy. You bring it higher and higher. And you hold it. And you allow yourself to work with that feeling. And allow it to affect the mind. Go forward. And create what you will. Brenda Seacrest. It's not the... Acha? Yeah. The tarot are also energetic, of course. When the Illumined of the Occult Renaissance put these 78 cards together, they put them together to represent the entire map of our consciousness, and hence they all hold secrets to the various aspects of our energy. So while I transmit the energy to you via the word, via the true meaning of the tarot cards, you take that energy within inside of you, and now you must transmute it to purpose. This is the secret of transmission and transmutation. I'm going to offer you something. Brenda, you're going to have to receive it intentionally. And you're going to have to go forward and work with it. Yeah, the inner alchemy. It's the great work of the spiritual aspirant to design their own lives. In accordance with your design, my lord. Yeah. He comes again, and again, and again, and again, to show us how powerful we are. The Emperor, Brenda Seacrest. The Emperor rises up from the heart center into the position of the source of wisdom, the seat of wisdom, the wisdom that is sourced in love. Because love is the source of creation. The premise being that the God, the unimaginable God, the unbounded light of God, invested itself knowingly and willfully through love, through a great desire to emanate itself into this human condition that we're all enjoying today. And as children of the Lord, children of nature, we are invested with the very same capacities and limitations that the Lord invested itself with to now go forward and co-create. This is the wisdom through an act of love and a great, great knowledge. The fire of my will and passion, my desire to go forward and create. You will affect your destiny consciously in alignment with your particular vision of joy. Let it be. Yeah, it should vibrate, and it should rise, and you take that, and you work with it. The Emperor, Brenda Seacrest. You are welcome, Sarah. You are welcome, Farah. Jeannie Flanders. Jeannie Flanders. Love is the whole law. Love via will. Yeah, this is what we have, and this is what the tarot communicates to us. 78 cards showing the entire map of consciousness, describing our elemental natures in terms of our physicality, our mentality, our emotionality, our will, intention, and the spirit that binds it all together. It's a big magic, how to work with consciousness. The one question that the free woman needs to entertain is, what would I do with my freedom? Recognize and recollect your original innocence. That is you as a child of nature, innocent, completely free, beyond the judgments of this and that, right and wrong. Moral and value and cultural limitation is something that comes next, and we can work within those parameters if we must, but something came before. That's original. Jeannie. Yeah. Now, more clear. Jeannie, let you be cleansed. Let you be inspired. And let you do the good work. For Jeannie. Gotcha. 5 empty cups, Genie. That is not a problem. You do not have to doubt. You do not have to be pulled astray. When the download comes, you acknowledge it and you say, thank you, Mama. Thank you for that. Now how can I work with that? Yeah. It's not enough to recognize a synchronicity as it's flying in front of you outside, but you have to know how to apply it to your path too. So when the download comes, when the intuition comes, take the message as true. It is true. You only serve up the truth to yourself. Yeah. And don't go doubting both sides. When you apply too much heat to a carefree way, a naturally carefree way, which is you, when you apply too much heat to that, the water is going to boil. There's going to be some friction. And there's going to be a great contradiction rise up inside of you. Okay, we want to avoid that. Calming, calming. Yeah, cleaning it off. Christina Cherry. Yeah, she says, thank you, Mama. Yeah, your daughter appreciates you very much. We are yours. Yeah, thank you. You keep us safe at your lotus feet. Always on the back of us, supporting us, nurturing us, as we nurture our own children too. Yeah, that's the job of the Mama, for sure. Christina Cherry. How can you empower yourself even more to go out and design your life in accordance with your particular vision of joy? You must be motivated to do so, dear. Let the blessings transmitted through this bloodstone give you the confidence and motivation to go forth and create your joy. Let the power invested in this rainbow wand invest you with all the colors of the rainbow. To Christina Cherry. Yeah. It is not a mistake to offer this, my lord. No. She is a child of you just like me. Yeah. Let her be invested with the power to lead a happy life. So mote it be. One message for Christina Cherry. Jeannie. Christina. Ah, there it is, the wands. They are for you, Christina Cherry, the wands of virtue, the 3 of wands. Neither I nor any man or woman can tell you what is good in this life, Christina. That's your choice to make, based on your own intuitive understanding of what is true and what is good in this life. This is you to decide that. So the rainbow blessing that comes to you, you can choose from any color of that rainbow. Bring it to your third eye. Open. Push it out. There's the difference between transmission and transmutation. I give, you take and use. Nature gives, you take and use, right? You bring that up into the place from which you want to operate. You want to operate from the heart. You want to operate from the third eye, from the crown. You want to keep it down. All up to you, all up to you. The wands of virtue are in your hands. Christina Cherry. Andrea Bierman. I absolutely have time. I'm for you today. Andrea Bierman. Does she know? Kala Chakra. Kala Chakra is called Heart Chakra in the original wisdom tradition that gives us the knowledge of these chakra, the Tibetan Tantra, the yogic tradition. This is called Kala Chakra. The prince is Kala Chakra because we find the prince in the heart. I don't know if you can see this glyph on the wall behind me. Is this visible? It's kind of visible. There we go. You see that glyph? So the central glyph is corresponding to the chakras. The prince is found in the center, in the sixes. When the jewel at the center of the heart chakra is humming, when it's awake, we are happy. We are harmony. We are able to serve. We are bliss because we are reserved of judgment. We are not going here and there, good and bad, right or wrong, yes or no, confusing ourselves with conflicting ideas. Conflicting ideas, making nuisance. So the Buddha recommends the middle way all the time, not going too far to the right or to the left. We have to go a little bit to the right or to the left just to get out of bed in the morning, of course. This is not this meaning. But we keep ourselves reserved of judgment on the whole, keeping the energy in the center, that we may use that energy in any way that we like, shining forth like the sun. This is the Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva rejects full Buddhahood. He doesn't want to go all the way to Nirvikalpa Samadhi and take the enlightenment and go back home, right? He stays to serve the world, stays to enjoy the life. Enjoy, joy, peace, freedom, and bliss. Sat Chit Ananda. This is our original nature. Let's wake up that heart. Zaibo Sagyo Jin Anyara Mitaji Shokengo Onkai Kudo Isai Kuyaku Shari Shi Shiki Fui Kuku Fui Shiki Shiki Sokuze Kuku Sokuze Shiki. Kala Chakra. Malila, Maliha, Maliha Shahid. La ilaha illallah. There is no God but the one God. Know that. And you've got the entire stuff, don't you? Bismillah. In His name. Everything in His name. Again and again and again, this one card flies out for everybody, telling the same integral truth that we all must understand if we want to be empowered to transmute our own energies, which is what the spiritual aspirant is seeking to do. We're all on the ride home, endeavoring to raise our kundalini. What does that mean? Mama, you are inside of me already. Huh? You are me, my Lord. You sourced me, you force me. You are me. And it's not that I'm a puppet, although I would be very happy to be a puppet of yours, surrendered at your lotus feet, of course. Sure. But I am also invested with free will. So what would I do with my free will? How would I create my path in alignment with my particular vision of joy? Take care of my kids. Enjoy life. Yeah. I'm enjoying, definitely enjoying, by your grace, my Lord. The non-dual perspective of the tantric tradition. There is only one God. Yeah, and that one God is all of this creation, you and me, brothers and sisters, everything. So what to judge? What is not beautiful? Where is love not evident? You may say the Ukraine. Yeah, people are going crazy. People are judging. People are making nuisance. That's us. That's the kids. The kids to go crazy. Some kids are going more crazy than others, and some are being hurt by that craziness. What can I do? When millions of monks are praying for world peace around the world, and yet there is no world peace, does it stop us from teetering over the brink? Is there any help at all? Holding hands and praying. Is the energy transmission working in any way at all? Maliha. I give to you. What can you do with this? The sages say to know ourself. Okay, now bring that energy up. Bring that energy up. Bring that energy up. And know yourself, what you can do for your immediate circumstance and for the people closest to you. And the more and more and more people that can clue to this and tune in to the essential nature of reality, is the more and more happy we will be. Hey, look outside. Things are actually getting better, even though there is violence here and there, even though there is crazy here and there, nuisance here and there. Still, look throughout the long lens of history. Things are actually getting better. The Emperor, bringing you to the seat of wisdom, Maliha. Salam. Stacy Jennifer, new to this. Welcome to the path, dear. We have layers to our existence, layers to ourself. We've got a physical body, we've got an energetic body, we've got a mental body, we've got a memory body, we've got a soul rider at the center of all of this. The tarot cards speak to the various elements, the various dimensions of our existential makeup. Energy. Energy can be intellectual. Energy can be physical. When you ask a physicist what is energy, he'll talk to you about potential and kinetics. Potential energy is energy that's not manifest yet, but it has the potential to do so. Kinetic is already out there in different forms. Thermodynamic energy, chemical energy. Energy is everywhere. And when we talk about the energy of a human being, well, sure, I produce BTUs, I've got physical energy, but I've also got intention. I've also got passion. I've also got, I can create life, can't I? Or we can together. We are something very, very special, the energies that we carry around. And yet a lot of us get stuck in various energetic circumstances. We get stuck in our emotions. We get stuck in habit patterns. We get stuck on particular ideas, creating values, creating stories, creating great narratives that create our personalities and self-identifications and go out and create the greater perception with which we view the world. This is the beginning of all of this, Stacy. And to understand the truth takes just a little bit of study. You know, and the problem is all of these memes and misinformation that comes in front of us on a daily basis, it becomes hard to differentiate, and hence a proper employment of this tool of differentiation, our keen ability to discern this from that, to understand, and sometimes we need a guide, and so I offer myself up there as a guide sometimes, and here I am. Yeah, Stacy should have some clarity, absolutely. Through the smoky quartz, let you be grounded. No building castles in the sky, no grand imaginations. Let you know the truth. And through the clear quartz, let you be invested with the power to see clearly, Stacy. There's no better gift than the gift of sight on this path. Yes, for Stacy. That's right. The Lovers, Stacy. Now these are 78 cards, all speaking to the dimensional makeup of the woman, of you. Right? They're all speaking to you. They're not speaking to relationships, external things. They're all speaking to who I am. What the Lovers tell you is that the path between your intuitive understanding and your heart is open. The channel is open. It's established. You are an intuitive woman. All right. So as you are an intuitive woman, trust your intuition. You don't get into doubt very often. That's good. You are blessed, you have the energy. Now, the transmutation of that energy means that you bring the intuition into your heart and let it sit. Let it sit, just observe it, right? We can see both sides from the center of the heart, but we don't act on it just yet. We don't go into doubt over it. We don't go over into empowerment over it. We just be with it, know it, feel it, acknowledge it, be present with it in the moment. And we make our determinations going forward. This is the path of the lovers. Maliha. I don't know which story you read, but I left America when I was 17 years old, and I headed off into the Middle East for a few years in the desert to learn from the sages there. Then I took myself into the Orient, spent several more years with the monks in the forest learning about the Eastern arts, and then I took myself up the Himalayas for 20 years onto the path of the Tantric Yogin and spent 2 decades with my master learning about this and that on the path of life, and came down off the mountain when I was about 45 to experience life as a normal guy. Now I've got a mortgage and kids and a family and a job, and I live to give and share my legacy, and this is where I am in my journey right now. So I'm glad you're getting something from that. Yeah, anybody really, feel free to reach out anytime. I've got a couple of good groups. Got a workshop coming up on the 20th of March where I'll be teaching beginners. It's not an advanced workshop, it's a beginner's workshop. How to get in touch with these cards, how to develop your intuition, how to begin managing your energies, right? It's a ridiculously low-priced course. It is designed for beginners on the way, so really check it out. It's great. It's got great reviews. And yeah, come hang out with me in my group sometimes. We talk about really, really great spiritual ideas from the perspective of the wisdom traditions. I don't allow much woo-woo to flow through the what are they called? The threads? Yeah, I'm kind of a stickler for impeccability. Anyway, transmission and transmutation. That's the theme for today. Courtney Miller. Well, you have just been called, haven't you, dear? Courtney Miller. Tell me, my lord. Yeah, she's reaching out into the Akasha for you, Mama. Bless her. Yeah. Blessings. Blessings, Courtney. Mama hears you. Yeah. Mother Nature. The nature who created you. The nature of whom you are a part of. Yeah. You live your life as an innocent child of nature. Free. To be you. To do you. Free. Just like everybody else, actually. Beyond politics and culture and morals and stories. Free. As a child of nature. In the proverbial garden. Yes, this is the overarching message of spirit. Courtney. Maliha, those links are in the above post. Also in my public profile. Yeah. Courtney. There. So as we call on the Most High for blessings, Courtney, the Ace of Discs appears to you to support and substantiate my message. This is always the best feedback that I can receive. The seed of potential is verily within you, in the crown. Just as you were produced, so will you produce everything else. It is yours to do. The question of the free woman. What do I want to do? What do I want to manifest? As clear as you can get on that vision is as clear as you will create it in your life. Courtney. Tracy Welton, I'd love to give you a reading, dear. Let her be clear. Tracy. With sublime clarity will you lead your life. Absolutely, you will know the direction to take. You will know the path to take. You will know every choice clearly. Yeah, clarity is the best we can hope for. With clarity, every choice is good. Acha. Good, good. The Seven of Wands. Intentionally taking ourselves out of emotional inertia. The visceral response to a variety of thoughts, a variety of experiences. The visceral response can be empowering. It can give you the illusion of empowerment, whether we are in anger or grief or ecstasy or bliss, whatever it is. We don't often want to extricate ourselves from this emotional entanglement that we're in. And it is an entanglement because it gets in the way of the other elements. We can't often use our minds clearly when we're entangled in the emotions. Okay, so we get out of the emotions. The best way to affect neutral karma, that is the non-creation of positive karma, the non-creation of negative karma, but just being with whatever experiential feeling rises up. This is called presence, the practice of presence. Acknowledging, hey, this is what I'm feeling right now. It's not good, it's not bad, I am just feeling this. I'm feeling sad because something happened. I am feeling angry because I'm making a judgment on something. I am feeling happy equally because I'm making a judgment on something. Okay, you are free to judge. This is why we have this mind. No judgment, no movement at all, no creation. I don't have to feel, hey, I'm judging, hey, this ego is bad, hey, this, that. No, not to confuse. Feel, be, acknowledge, see, be clear on all of your ideas and all of your creations that you may go forth and create intentionally that which you would create. This is the choice of the free woman. Blessings on you and your house. Petra, nice to see you, dear. Absolutely, you can have a card. Petra. What does she need? Acha? Life force. The carnelian, dear. May you be full of vitality. May you be energized, Petra. Yeah, taking care of the physical just as well as we take care of the mental. Both should be vitalized. Absolutely. Petra. Very good. 9 cups, Petra. Let there be happiness in your life. No better way to vitalize than through good happiness, through good gains, through good explorations and worthy discoveries, good creations. Every idea is going to manifest something very, very nicely. You will be happy, happy, happy. Yeah, let you be happy. Christina, nice to see you, dear. Yeah, Christina needs power. Absolutely. Empower this mama. Yeah. Too long in... No, she needs, yeah, clarity first. Absolutely. No, it's too much. Which one? Close your eyes, Christina. Feel it in the third eye. Clarity is the source of everything, Christina. It's the source of health, it's the source of wealth, it's the source of all movement on your path. You take that transmission, that little ray of light that just burst into your brain, you take that and transmute that. How would you work with that little bit of energy? Because it's nothing if you can't go forward and create your path with it. There's an article in the Real Yoga group right now, Shaktipat or Espresso. Equally beneficial to your path, right? And equally, yeah, there he is. Supporting. But you need to bring that into your heart and make a decision how I'm going to serve that outwardly, how I'm going to serve that to support my own life, how I'm going to use that to support my clients and my friends and my family. This is the Prince of Cups. He is a servant. She is a servant from the heart. Bring that clarity down straight, not on the left where we experience doubt sometimes, defeat of the mind, interference, not on the right where we over-empower ourselves and really get into creation. No, not so much, not so much. Straight in the center, when Kundalini rises, she also must descend. She rises on one breath called prana, and she descends on the downward breath called apana, right? And they meet in the heart. They meet in the third eye where the Shiva and Shakti are united. Marriage takes place. The higher self is now identified with. I am clear. Okay, now I must bring that into my heart. And now I can work with that intentionally, going forward, serving from center. This is a message for you, Christina. Jun Jacinto. Jun Jacinto, I'm not doing inquiries today, dear. But I will give you an empowerment. Simple empowerment. Yes, what does she need? Grounding, that's a good idea. We use the hematite. And through the vibration of my intention and my will, and the natural properties of the hematite stone itself, let them be joined. And let them reach you via the Akasha, of which we are all connected to, in one place, in one time. We all reach out through the same dimensions. We all exist in the same time. Only awareness separates us. Let you be grounded, Jun. Let you take care of you. Great, Christina, great. Miranda Starr. Hey, Miranda. Nice to see you today. Energy transmission and energy transmutation, just a little bit different. I send you from my love. I send you from my sense of service. I send you from my friendship. My, but it's not my. It is thy. I am nothing without source, and source is for all of us. I am nothing without the goddess, and the goddess is for all of us. She is our mama. Yeah, just her mouthpiece today. Yes, mama, only telling the truth to our kids. Yeah, they are your kids. And I am in the position of protector and teacher, okay? I will tell them all the truth and give them everything. Yeah, by your grace, mama. Miranda Starr. Tell me, what does Miranda need? Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun. That's a nice song from the 60s. Sorry, hippie fella here. The sunshine talks about waking up the intellect, right? It talks about learning new tricks. It talks about being able to use the mind mechanism for the miracle of the supercomputer that it is. When you wake up, when the channel between surface and subconscious is open, when we have come into a brief touching on the collective, when we have discovered the imagination, when we have discovered our visions, when we have gone inside via our meditation and seen, okay, well now we have to be empowered to explore, right? The sunshine has to shine in our minds. We have to know. And we're going to approach the intellect via that path of the sun. Approach the intellect without fear. There's a lot of good source material out there. The sages of the classical wisdom traditions past have left beautiful breadcrumbs for spiritual aspirants like ourselves to follow on our way to the proverbial home, to the illumination, the enlightenment. Follow the path of the sun. Follow the path of the sun. Let you be empowered with a brilliant mind. And the ability to learn that which you come into contact with, and the ability to use this mind swiftly with precision, not let it interfere. You don't want to be a passive participant when the mind is going here and there, but you want to be very, very actively in control of that thing, like a good computer programmer. And that's right. Little darling, it's all right. Bum, 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 bum. Deanna Norton? I'd love to give you a card, sure. Let's see what the Italians have to say to you. This is the first tarot deck ever created at the end of the 15th century. Visconti Sforza Tarot. Yeah. Deanna Norton. Let's give her a good card. Good message. Again, yes, everybody is full of fours. Sure, because today is a day of empowerment, Deanna. Today we're working with energy. Today I am intentionally building you up, filling you with force, showing you your freedom, showing you that you are empowered to design your life in accordance with your particular vision of joy. And that's what the Four of Cups are all about, empowerment and serving up that power into manifestation via your vision. So the only question becomes, do you have a clear vision? Do you have a clear vision? If so, set goals, take appropriate action, boom, put it all out into manifestation. What can help her? The confidence to do so. Sure. Then let the bloodstone be your guide. And you take that, and you feel able, and you feel ready, and you feel like I have the resources available, and if they're not immediately visible to your eye, just sit still for a second and call on your Lord and say, hey, I need something. I need more guidance. I need more resources. What can I do to achieve this vision? Because it's not my vision, it's your vision, my Lord. Yeah. All right, well, I think we're about done today. Excellent, excellent. Then just one more. Oh, Mona. All right, you're going to be the last, I think. Mona Kashab. Oh, no, too many. Mona Kashab. All right, dear, I'll let you be the pillar of support for everybody in the group. Mona Kashab. Let you carry the rainbow light for everybody. Sharishi. Shiki fui ku fui shiki shiki sokuze ku sokuze shiki ju sogyo shiki yakubu nyoze sharishi. Let you all be empowered with the illumination of the Buddha himself, that Buddha nature that is our essential nature, that source that is our essential source. Let you all remember your original nature, be empowered and enabled to transmute your own energies via your own intention, via your own will, with no outside interference from opinion and cultural distinction. This is all for you. Hey, more people are popping in. Okay, I can't just leave just yet. Jenny Gross. You're welcome, Mona. Jenny Gross. A day of transmission and transmutation. This is the theme for today. These tarot cards, 78 pictorial representations of the entirety of consciousness, Jenny Gross. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Clues to how to work with the higher mysteries of life. The energies that comprise our nature in so many different dimensions. Yeah. Show Jenny Gross a picture of one energetic aspect that she needs to focus on right now. The Queen of Wands. Now, just how energized is she? Mama, Mother Nature, feminine force, the original feminine force inside of you, married to the masculine force, brought together in the third eye, they open and there is a clear higher self-identification. There is no lower self, higher self. There is getting lost and not knowing who you are, and there is finding the truth and knowledge and recollection of your true nature and knowing. There is no illusion of self is here and self is there and where is myself and I've lost myself and damn this ego and damn any part of me. No, we bring them all into a concordant whole, a harmonized whole, and we use this human condition that we've been blessed with. We've been given this beautiful... Can any part of a creation of nature be imperfect? We've heard this before, right? And still we judge ourselves as imperfect. Maybe our habits get in the way. Because we've been given free will, and we create our path in alignment with our visions of joy, and sometimes our visions of joy is 6 months on the couch watching Netflix with a lot of pizza and popcorn, and so, our bodies go to shit, so our health gets destroyed, so our vision gets foggy, so we don't really go out and create. The spiritual practice, the sadhana, is what do I want to be? What am I modeling myself after? What position on the wheel of life have I attained right now? What am I really looking to do? Where have I arrived in this life? What is the meaning and my purpose to be here now? This is what we want to discover. This is what the energy is that she delivers to you. Know it. Know me. Be me. I'm calling to you. I'm calling to you. Express me. Express the force that I am. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to stop this today. I'll see you a little bit later. You're all welcome to come into my groups. I've got them listed up above in the original post. I've got a workshop coming on the 20th where we'll look at these tarot cards from a beginner's perspective and get you on the road to learning how to use these for yourself. I'm always available to chat through the messenger, to chat on the boards. You can, I mentor and I coach, so you can schedule with me for that, or take a professional reading, and we can do all sorts of things together. Feel free to reach out anytime. Until then, love, blessings upon blessings to you and all those around you. Hari Om.